Hello, my name is Sharif Musario, owner of Unique Threads. Please follow us on Instagram at unique_threads_. Today we're going to talk about knowing your body and knowing your measurements. This is all important for making sure you have the perfect form-fitting suit, tuxedo or blazer. So we're going to talk about, knowing your body, knowing your measurements, also frequently asked questions, and then how do you prepare for, taking your measurements. This is all important for making sure you have the best suit that fits you. The perfect suit. So please subscribe below and stay tuned as we get into it. So now we're going to talk about a few key measurements that are important to ensuring that you have the perfect fit suit. So first of all, we're going to start with the jacket length and the shirt length. Rule of thumb is you want your shirt length to be 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch longer than your jacket length. So it's important that you measure correctly from your shoulder straight to your elbow and to your wrist bone. This will ensure that you'll have a perfect 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch showing below your jacket length. What you'll oftentimes see happen is you'll have the jacket be too short or too long, and vice versa. You can have the shirt be too long or too short. When you measure correctly from the shoulder to the elbow to the wrist, you'll ensure that you have the perfect fitting jacket length and shirt length. So knowing your body measurements is important because nobody wants to have a suit that looks too large or looks too small on them. That's one measurement. We'll also talk about another measurement. The other measurement we'll talk about is the actual chest and stomach. So traditionally, you should be able to relax yourself and be able to breathe normally inside of your jacket. So a lot of times what will happen is folks will have a suit and it'll be too large on the chest and they can't button it up because their waist is too big or their stomach is too big. So knowing your measurements for your chest size as well as your stomach size is going to be important for ensuring that you have the perfect suit that you can actually open up and button up. So it's important to make sure that you know your body and you know your measurements. So we talked about one example with the sleeve length. Another example that we can talk about is the armhole size. So this is one measurement that's often overlooked. The armhole size is important because you want to make sure you have a nice range of motion. If your armhole size is too small, what will happen is you'll be restricted in the movement that you can make. So this is one key measurement that oftentimes is overlooked, but I think is very important to make sure that not only that you look nice, but that you are able to actually move and break it down and turn up in your jacket, as opposed to just being restricted in your movement and not being able to move left or right. Another key measurement that's often overlooked is the pants cut. So a lot of folks have preferences when it comes to the pant length. Some folks like it to be no pant break. So when I say no pant break, what I mean is literally, you're kind of walking around with high waters, which seems to be the new fashion nowadays. There's also the other look where you can kind of go with a kind of like a slight pant break. So it's just a little slight crease in the pants and it's just touching the top of your shoes. And then you can go with something a little bit more relaxed, which is called a full pant break. So that's kind of like the Steve Harvey look. So no shots to those folks that kind of like that Steve Harvey look and know it's kind of an old school look, but there are varying degrees into which you can have your pants kind of super tight and short or super long and baggy. So one of the measurements that's going to be important is measuring from the top of your waistline to the back of your waistline. That'll ensure that you have a nice range of motion. You're also going to want to measure your thigh size. So your thigh size is going to be right around your thigh, just below the crotch. So this will also ensure that it's nice, form-fitting, and comfortable. Another key measurement is going to be your knee size. So as you can see, we're getting every single critical measurement of your lower body from your waist to your hip to your crotch length, your thigh, and your knee. And lastly, your ankle size. So this will all ensure that you have the perfect fitting suit. And this is a measurement that you'll need depending on preference, whether you want something that's kind of a slim fit or you want something that's more of a regular fit or even relaxed fit. So knowing your body and knowing your measurements is going to be very important because you want to make sure you look the best in your suit. So understanding your body shape and your body dimensions is going to be critical, and also knowing your measurements. So knowing your measurements combined with knowing your body shape will ensure that you have a perfect fitting suit. All right, this is Sharif with Unique Threads. I hope you found this information very helpful and informative. You can follow us on Instagram at unique_threads_. So please leave your comments below and feel free to subscribe. We'll catch you on the next episode.